Hey tribe, welcome back to the channel. Let's check what's happening with you next week and a half. What are the energies like? And as usual, pile 1 is on your left, 2 in the middle, 3 on your right, and I will see you in timestamps. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see what is up with you next week and a half. What is your main card? You have the Hangman. Let's pull more cards. Let's see what is going on with you. And to continue, I'm going to be using this Super Lunaris deck. The first thing that I heard when I looked at this card was a song by Go-Go Dolls, Iris. I believe that's how it's called, but give me a second, I'm going to clarify it just in case. Yeah, Go-Go Dolls, it's spelled with double O. G-O-O, Dolls, Iris. Maybe there's something there for you in that song next week. We're gonna give it a listen. It's a really old song. As if someone wants to be seen for who they truly are. That is what kind of theme I'm getting here. Yeah, seen. Bottom over here we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Emperor, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have a Star. I'm gonna pull a couple of cards from the Steampunk Keeper. And let me adjust the camera slightly. We have a Young Man, and we have Rest or Illness. Okay. Bottom of the deck in Super Lunaris, we have the Knight of Wands. So you have dealings here straight away with a male in your life. This could be a youthful energy. This could be someone around your age. This could be someone who's a bit younger, or overall, even if they are older than you, there is someone who just portrays really youthful energy. First thing that I want to say when I just started pile number 1, whoa. You really need to get a good massage next week, or maybe right now, because I'm getting such tightness in my neck and my shoulders. The top part of it, where the neck connects. And it's almost like this sharp pain that I'm getting. So make sure that you take care of yourself next week. We're gonna ask your partner, your friend, or go to a masseuse if you can, if you're feeling this. Now, something unexpected is happening here, and I feel like it's connected to your creativity or your energy overall. I would say be aware of not burning out next week we're gonna because that's something that is coming through, especially since we have the Rest or Illness here. If we don't allow our bodies to rest, or we don't rejuvenate, our bodies choose the time when to do so, when to rest. So usually sickness comes through and we go, oh my God, I have so much to do and now I have to lay in bed. Your body is asking you to slow down if that's the case. Maybe some of you are experiencing this right now, but overall, just taking care of your health and your well-being next week should be your priority, okay? Now, with the song that I started with, I feel like some of you are being seen in either a romantic situation. You are craving to be seen, especially if you felt like you were a bit, you were not getting as much attention. You may be asking for it, voicing your needs. Or for others with the Emperor and the Page of Cups, there is some sort of visibility in your work. I feel like your boss, if you have a boss, will be kind of tracking your work, or will be looking at what you have done so far. So you may have to go for a review or have a meeting, something like this. You're very future oriented next week, week and a half. You're making plans for the future, especially plans that would bring in some sort of long lasting change in your life. With the star card, this tells me, and especially the way this girl looks at the mountains up there, and we have mountains in a star card over here. I see how these two connect. She's trying to figure out how to get to where she wants to be. And I feel like you are focusing all your energy and your strength to make some sort of strategy in order to get to where you want to be. Let's see what this is connected to. What did I say? Changes in your life. Now, there could be a woman involved in this, but I feel like this is a representation of you for a lot of you. What changes do I want to make in my own life? For some of you, this could be a journey that you are taking in a new chapter of your life. Maybe some of you are moving or planning to maybe go and live somewhere else. Oh, and now I have a moth in my kitchen. I'm sitting in the kitchen right now, and I have lights on and I have a window opened. Look up the meaning of a moth. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know this, know what it means. It does connect to transitions and changes, but it also, I see a moth as wisdom. So you're using again your intellect in order to strategize well to get to where you want to be. Some of you may have felt that you were a bit in standstill, or things were not moving as fast as you wanted to, or maybe you were in a bit of a limbo. Maybe life has asked you, or your body has asked you, so I'm just getting comfortable, to slow down and to kind of review your life. So whoever will be slowed down, this is not a bad thing. That time is given to you in order to review your life, okay? At what pace you're going, where you're going, and what is something that you are in need of right now. Okay. Some of you have really dry skin. Take care of it next week, week and a half. I'm feeling it in my palms. Let's see what else we got here. Keep your life in balance with the scales, clarifying it with bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Flowers, happiness, clarified with the cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Nice. I like this. There's one more, I feel. Somehow this male is making you really happy next week, week and a half. You have a protector of some sorts in your life. Could be a father, friend, a lover, brother or sister, whoever this person is, but it's more so, seems like a masculine energy here. Even if it's a female, she has to be very masculine herself. She just sits in that energy. She's go type. She's gonna take care of everyone. She's a protector. She's more so stepped into a dad role than a mother's role. And it feels like this person is going to protect you, help you with something next week, week and a half, but not that you need that. It's just a very sweet, loving energy that you're going to witness from them. Now, if you're going to be faced with any problems next week, week and a half, know that you are not alone, okay? And help is out there. You're just going to have to make a phone call, send a message, send an email, and figure it out that way. Don't suffer on your own, okay? Don't make it harder than it has to be. Scales, keep your life in balance, period of prosperity and abundance. That's exactly what you're stepping towards too. A period of abundance, but this kind of feels like to me like abundance of health. to be honest. When I see that snake over here, I don't know if they are trying to portray a snake here or not. But for me, also the cherry and the flower, this represents a period of good health, especially for those who've been struggling or who just overcame an illness. Now, if you're gonna be neglecting your body and saying, okay, I'm gonna do this later for myself, I'm gonna just eat some, I don't know, crap food, one day I'll do better. Your body may start talking to you next week. We're gonna have, hey, do better, okay? And then again, I keep hearing songs in this reading. I just heard the song by Stormzy, Do Better. Okay, what is something that's making you happy? Good fortune in which area of your life? Okay, so something that you may have thought that is not going to go the way that you planned, or you are scared, or you some of your fears may have come through in the recent past. Know that you're not going to be faced with issues. It's almost as if next week we're gonna have things are going smoothly. Even if there was like a small hiccup, you're over it really soon, really fast. Now, if you are trying to get a job here, and if you didn't get that job, don't overthink it so much, okay? It feels like this wasn't meant to be for someone. And maybe your friend, your co-worker, your parent, someone who's really close to you and who you'd consider a friend, gave you advice on that, or will be giving you advice on that. Listen to them. It feels like they have wisdom to share. Don't think that something that you haven't gotten is over forever and there's nothing better for you. It feels like it wasn't meant for you in the first place. I hope this made sense, pile number one. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, let's see what we have for you here. Seven of Wands. Let's get more cards and let's see what we have for you. I'm just trying to pick a deck that I feel is suitable for you. The Haunted House Tarot it is. Okay, let's go. What is going on next week we're gonna have? Seven of Wands twice, by the way. Another seven, which is the Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. Let's pull a couple of cards from the Steampunk Keeper deck. The first card that came out is High Honors. Too many. I want to reshuffle. Work occupation. Nice. I just want to clarify the Five of Pentacles here. We have the Five of Swords. Okay. And the Six of Cups. Okay. Now, first thing first with that, it feels like you're protecting. Now, and this is a bit of like a warning for you. Make sure that you are not protecting something that is not bringing in any value into your life in the first place. It feels like you want to stand up for something that has no value in it, or it has expired. Now, for example, it could be someone who protects a partner who's pretty unhealthy for them, you know? But they still go, no, it's actually good, this person is good, and they're kind of like avoiding reality in this case. Another thing I would say, do not, again, overall, do not protect something that is not bringing anything into your life. It's just making you feel alone, lonely, unappreciated, and you're not getting as much as you are investing. That's just something that I'm seeing here for you. Now, another thing, if anyone is studying or learning something new, would it be arts and crafts? Would it be maybe you going to uni, to school, seminars, learning in a job? Would it be a new project that you have, or whatever the case? You're gonna have a brilliant week. It feels like all of your efforts are being seen and you're getting rewarded. Some of you may get a promotion, some of you may get a reward in a sense where you started looking for a better paid job, and because of your efforts, you are rewarded for that and you get in that better, well paid job. Don't be afraid to explore next week. We're gonna have, just look at this Knight of Wands at the bottom on your left. This guy is not afraid to go into the shadows. It feels like the moon called him too. So this means for me that he intuitively went to explore to that place and he found something that is of value for him, looking at the cards that we have next to him, which is the Nine of Pentacles, work, occupation, and high honors. So if anyone has a business or anyone trying to be a bit more self-sustainable, independent, would it be in work or in relationship, you're having a great week. There's going to be a person who will be influential. If you will need a shoulder to either, it's gonna sound dramatic, to cry on, even though I don't see it here, or someone to listen to you, or someone to share your ideas with, seek for someone that you would call a really, really good friend. I feel like great things may come out of that conversation. I'm also seeing with the Ace of Cups and Seven of Swords, someone is hiding feelings from you, or maybe you are hiding feelings from them. But there is some sort of secrecy that is happening here about love life. Shall we get more cards? Let's see. I want to collect this. Let's see what this is about. Oof. Someone may be stalking someone or checking them out on social media. Yeah. I never got this in the reading, I think, but someone may be using another account, pretending that there is someone else, just to see how the other person is doing. Or call a person from another number just to hear their voice, something like that. There is a sense of fascination here. You light my fire, I'm hearing. You spark my fire. Oh, and this Knight is back. I would say with this card, I don't particularly like this card. And since we have Seven of Swords, and I don't like this card right here. I would say if someone is really annoying or shows you way too much attention than you appreciate, voice it. Voice it to someone in your circle if you feel a little bit like meh about it. Voice it maybe to that person that, hey, I really don't like when you do this. Because I feel like someone is using some sort of strategy to get attention from the other person that is not really pure and innocent. Or someone may be doing something behind the scenes just to get something that they need, but it's a very selfish in a way where the other person is like, I really don't like this energy, I really want this to go away. There's a difference between these two people right here. She's very peaceful, very calm and wise, and this guy right here is very strategic. And if you're dealing with someone who you know that is, you know, a little bit unstable, especially, I would say keep distance from that person, because it feels like someone is working in the shadows here. Could be a situation where maybe someone is using some sort of magic, or even if it's not so dramatic, someone is thinking ill of the other person because of something that has happened in the past. You know, that kind of shit that I'm picking up here, which I don't particularly like. I would avoid pile number 2 doing any kind of magic next week we're gonna have, because it's not a really good time. the energy isn't pure around you. When it comes to that, either you are a little bit chaotic, you are not grounded enough for that, something like this, or maybe there is an influence from somewhere else. Actually, I want to use Tea Leaf Tarot. Let's see what else. These two cards wanted to come out. We'll take them both. Some of you will have to save some money next week. We're gonna have, because you may need it for the future. So make sure you have money that you put aside just in case you will need it, okay? Yeah, see, you have a cat, two-faced friend, and pleasure with a close friend. Now, there is someone who's playing really nice next week we're gonna have, but don't think that they truly are. Their intentions or their thoughts are not pure. And I feel like you will definitely feel this. Whoever this person is, you won't have a doubt. If this is your situation, don't get paranoid here. It might be for someone else. Okay, it feels like you're gonna have this financial pinch, which will lead you to a bit of sadness here, but it feels like you're coming out of it. So it's gonna be just a short period of time, because you have a carrot over here, opportunity or windfall, and you have victory here. So it feels like anything that maybe felt like you don't have enough of, it's this situation is very temporary. I'm picking up maybe 2 or 3 days only. You are not in that energy for a long time. What happens in order for you to get out of this? Oh, celebration. It feels like you're shifting your energy a bit. The moment you feel that you're overly worrying about something, you either decide to spend some time with a loved one, with a friend, do something that you truly both enjoy. Maybe just having tea and baking a pie, you know? Just enjoying each other's company, where your energy within shifts, and that energy that is shifted, doesn't come from fear anymore. It comes from love and enjoyment, and that's how you're pulling opportunities your way without even knowing sometimes. Have you noticed this in your life so far? A change for the better. I like this for you. Be aware of self-delusion. Why? Let's see what this is connected to. Trouble accusations. Some of you are taking things too personally here, to the point where you create stories in your head that are not true. See, for example, someone who has social anxiety sits at the table with people and they think that everyone is staring at them and they're judging them and they don't like them, okay? So be aware of self-delusion in that sense. Because something that you're gonna be thinking, ask questions better. You will be thinking, it won't be necessarily true, but whatever this is connected to, you will feel a bit frustrated or anxious at first. And if that's the case, ask people questions, okay? Whoever was there, or be very straightforward. Hey, is that something that you were intending to do? Or is that something, I saw a situation from this point of view. Was it actually true? Okay, because someone is into a bit self-delusion here. So be aware of that. I hope this made sense, and or you might be dealing with someone who's like this. Could be that person who is very delusional here, who is kind of interfering into your life. Either or. But I hope this was beneficial and this made sense, and I will see you all in the next one. If you need more content, find me on Patreon. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, let's see what we have for you next week. We have the 4 of Cups to start with. And the deck that I want to use is the Gold Leaf Tarot. Let's go. I feel like some of you may just be bored of routine. next week gonna have. You'll be craving for changes, seeing new people, meeting people, seeing new environments, stuff like that. Yeah, almost like you really want to either travel or you want to explore, you want to get out of the house. That type of energy I'm seeing here. I see you very future oriented. You're planning ahead. You're thinking, how do I get out of this boredom, out of this limbo? How do I meet people who I love? How to get away? That's what kind of energy I'm getting here. Let me adjust the camera slightly. How can I get away? Is that kind of energy in the cards for you here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. If you hear weird noises, there is a bug that just flew in my room with pile number 1 and it keeps flopping around now. Okay. What is going on? Okay, you're gonna be talking to someone about your future plans, and it's pretty important, it feels like. Specifically, it could be either a very loyal, trustworthy male, a protector, a safe space. That's what kind of energy I'm getting from them. Or if that's a female, she's very sharp-minded. She doesn't beat around the bush. She may sometimes, come across as rude to more sensitive people, but she just says it how it is. Who's also very honest and doesn't like bullshit. Whoever you are dealing with, it feels like you're planning a trip with them or you're planning a journey with them. It could be even you planning to go to an event of some sorts, but you can't wait. I'd also encourage pile number 3 to organize something, that changes your energy, that changes your routine next week and a half. Explore maybe areas even around your town or your city. Go outside of a city. It doesn't have to be, like a long journey across the ocean. It feels like it would uplift you energetically and it would inspire you, pile number 3. Because your enemy next week and a half is the same thing over and over and over again. I think that may drain you and you may be lacking spark or motivation for the things that you want to accomplish or do. So especially if you have someone in your circle who is like-minded, talk to them, plan something together. Even if it's not going to be, for the next couple of weeks, even if it's going to be next month or a couple of months from now, just having that plan in place would be very beneficial to you. Okay, let me pull a couple of cards from the Keeper deck. We have older woman and we have young woman. Okay, feminine energy is important next week and a half. We have unexpected rewards. Let's get more cards. The Page of Wands is showing itself. The Six of Wands, I like this. The unexpected rewards in the Six of Wands. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Some sort of changes are happening in your home life here. I don't know if you're gonna like it in particular. It feels like either some of you have to move unexpectedly or some of you have to change the way you live. And at first someone doesn't like it, but I feel like any changes next week we're gonna have for you are going to be for the better. Now, some of you may expect a phone call, a message, a meeting that is going to please you very much. And it's either connected to your studies or to your work. Or if you have been creating something on your own time or building a business, it feels like you have good luck in that area. Whatever this is, it has taken your time and energy and patience. Okay, you are building it over time. And why those rewards are coming your way? Because you were brave enough to explore new venues, new ventures I'm seeing here. Overall, all your luck is connected to exploration next week we're gonna have. Don't just sit in it and do the same thing over and over again. I feel like you have like a window open for you to grab new opportunities, but you have to be the one who goes out there and finds them. It's not going to be brought to you to the table on a plate. So if you are in need, or if you've been asking, praying for change in your life, next week is a really good time for you to go out there and make it happen and invite it. There is an opportunity for someone to get some sort of either heritage or a really good proposal, or a really good deal, or even a promotion next week we're gonna have. Overall, we have great cards for that. But I want to clarify what is happening in someone's home here. Maybe some of you have to move or thinking about moving. I'm not sure. Maybe someone from your family members have to go somewhere. But it is meant to be with the Justice card here. If someone, look, bottom of the deck, Chariot. If someone will have to take a trip, or someone will have to go somewhere, who you live with, and maybe you had plans with them, or who doesn't live far away from you, or someone that you used to live with, a very close person who you would call family. Don't take, maybe if they're gonna have to cancel plans or things won't go your way, don't take it personally. There is some sort of karmic situation that they will be witnessing here in their own life. And it's for them to go through that. And it's for them to experience that change in their own life. See, someone is quite overworked, or someone is quite tired, and they may have to acknowledge that they have been burning their bodies out, or they haven't been asking for help, and therefore it somehow may affect someone's living situation. Now, I don't know how all of you are different, but that's something that is coming through here. Could be, for example, a situation where someone goes, okay, I've been putting in so much work and effort into this household, and you are not doing anything at all. So we gotta sit down and talk. Now, this half of the day, I'm gonna take as my off day and go to see my friend. So say someone is leaving the house, and I will leave it up to you to sort it out, because I've been carrying too much. You have to pull your own weight. This is just an example. Those who have been struggling in relationship, who you live with, and you've been, putting on a table much more than the other person for a long period of time, and nothing is changing, I feel like you might even witness almost like this light bulb moment comes from seeing in someone's head, you know what, enough is enough. I gotta make drastic changes in my life. I cannot carry this on my shoulders anymore. Hope this made sense. Now, let's pull a couple of cards from the Tea Leaf Tarot. And let's see what else we got here. The first card that we have is an L, good advice from a wise person. Let's clarify it. I like to clarify these cards. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Oof, cards are flying all over the place. Broken wishbone, we're gonna read them in a minute. Flag, teardrops, feather, and ram. Okay, let me push it down a little bit. Now, with the owl and good advice from a wise person, and crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise, You may be getting advice from someone about either child, your own child if you have one, or overall birth, or giving birth to a business, okay? So that's metaphorically speaking, birth. Whoever that person is who's represented by an owl, they have enough experience with that. Either you'll want to take advice or not, it's completely up to you, but they have wisdom in that area of your life. So if you'll need assistance, seek for it. Broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted, and flag, don't be tempted to lower your standards. If you lower your standards, your wish may not be granted. So please don't minimize yourself next week and a half. Don't play small. Teardrops. Great personal sorrow clarified with feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere and stubborn, aggressive person. I feel like you know who this is if this is for you. This is someone who you couldn't rely on time and time again. I would say let this person go, and I'm feeling it so strongly in my heart right now. This is someone who has made you upset time and time again. Nothing is changing. You know they are undependable. You know they might be insincere. You know that they tend to be a little bit maybe aggressive sometimes, or it's my way or highway. Let them go. If this is yours, then this is yours. Otherwise, don't take this, okay? So I hope this made sense. And if you need more content, find me on Patreon. Thank you for being here. Until the next one, try. Bye.